let's wait until we have...
Is it like actually going?
Yeah. At least 10 people before...
After the H wall.
3 people.
Okay, but maybe like pointed at something so it doesn't look like it was a mistake.
10.
Oh my goodness!
We have like 25-ish? I don't really know.
Frankie!
Yeah.
Okay, pointed at us. Hello! Okay guys, this is a new live series we are starting called Lowercase H. Frankie, why is it called Lowercase H?
Because we're getting up close and personal. Personnel!
What does that have to do with the lowercase portion of our alphabet?
Basically, it's like our, like...
James, you're getting a lot of love.
Frankie studied
Really? For what?
Everyone just throwing your name out there.
Okay, so this is called Lowercase H because... Well, actually, we'd like to quiz you guys. So, amazingly, so many people don't know why we are called H. So, if you were on the hub, message me, James Griffin Cole. Emma, I'm going to write it down over here. Where's the marker? At James Griffin Cole on the hub. Message me what H means, and if you get it right, we'll send you a hat. Anyone who gets it right.
Boom.
Boom. We have a lot of hats. Emma, show them all the hats.
You can also pin that.
Woo, woo,
We got hats.
Okay, so this is called Lowercase H because H, the name of our company, is uppercase, but we want to mellow it out and make it more casual and explain to you, just Frankie and James, to you, our audience, what H is all about. This is Chad, by the way. Chad also works here. And this is Emma. Emma. And we want to answer your questions. So ask us some questions about H, why we started it, why Frankie's hair is so much more voluminous than mine.
A lot of product.
Or what the hub is, or how to get more involved, how to come on trips. Any questions you have, we want to answer them. So please ask. Lowercase H, this is what it's all about. We want to answer your questions. Any interesting questions? Emma?
Waiting for messages.
Anything interesting?
I'm looking. Lots of people want hats.
Okay, message me on the hub. Explain why we're called H. Chad is going to read out any of the correct
Someone
answers.
asked, what's the inspiration behind the H?
Well, that's the whole quiz. That's what you have to. You're trying to cheat.
Someone wants to know how they can come on trips. How can I become more involved?
Okay, before we answer that question, I would like to ask Frankie a question, which is relevant to your question. Frankie, tell us your story. How did you get to be a successful photographer?
All right. Wait, can I hold it? I just feel weird. Let's do this. All right. So basically, what happened was I was working at a coffee shop. Maybe this isn't the way to go. Let's do this. Okay, so I was working at a coffee shop in this really small town that I grew up in called Placerville. And shout out to Placerville. And basically I had like 1,500 followers. I was working like 25 hours a week, going to school, and summer started last year, and I was like, I think I'm just gonna shoot every day and see what happens and like see where it goes. And so I started clocking off of like work at like 3 p.m. and I would drive from Placerville to San Francisco, which is like a 2.5-hour drive, and there's usually traffic at like 5 p.m. when I'd be getting to the city. Yeah.
We're getting messages.
And basically I would drive here, schedule all my shoots, and shoot throughout the week after I got off work. And after like 3 months of that, I started getting traction kind of on Instagram, and then linked up with James and Ja'Cory and Zach, especially Zach Leung, and he kind of started inviting me to events, and I got more and more involved here, and then now I'm running social.
H represents the connection between brands and influencers. It's true, Daniel. That is correct. We will send you a hat. Daniel. So, as Frankie was just saying, I moved here 2 years ago. I met people like Frankie, all these talented photographers from all over the Bay Area and LA and New York who wanted to believe in something, who wanted to get better as photographers, who wanted to be connected to other creative people. And so we started H as a community of creative people like Frankie to help them grow, to help them learn how to be better photographers and models, to help them connect with other people, and most importantly, to help them grow so that they could be more interesting to brands. Then we started reaching out to brands by the dozens, and we started working with really cool brands, watch companies, like the watch that Chad is wearing, for example, the horse. They're an awesome brand. Watch companies and hat companies and shoe companies, and connecting people like Frankie with the brands, which is how we got our name, because Frankie's over here and the brand is over there, and we connect them in the middle.
Boom.
So we started the hub to help more people because we could only help so many people at one time. I sit here with Frankie and Chad all day and drink kombucha, but it's hard to do that with hundreds of people or thousands of people all over the country. So we started the hub as a community to bring all of these people together. If you live in Minnesota, we want to help you build a community in Minnesota. If you live in Hong Kong, we want to help you build a community in Hong Kong. Frankie, do you know, what is your favorite new feature that we're releasing on the hub next month? What are you excited about?
Can I talk about events?
Yeah.
Cool. I think the events tab. We're going to come out with an events tab that essentially will allow you to post events and create lists of people who are going to go and actually make lists happen. What's up?
People are asking and saying that they want an app.
Yep. We have an app coming out. Chad, when do you think, if you had to guess, that we won't hold you to this, there are only 100 people watching, when do you think the app's going to come out, realistically?
What are we now? What's today? July 10th?
Yeah.
August 15th is my bet.
August 15th. Guys,
I don't know.
This is Chad. Chad's email address is chad@hinfluencercollective.com. If you want the app to come out sooner than April 15th,
This is all a trick.
I'm tired of asking him, so please just email Chad, be like, listen, I really need it. This app, it is so beautiful. I have the beta version on my phone. It's the only version that exists right now. But as Chad said, within the next month, we're going to spread it out to everyone. One of the coolest things about the app is we have everyone's phone number on the hub. You use it to log in or to sign up to the hub. And the app will enable you to request people. And if they accept your request, you get to see their phone number. So you can text right away. So instead of DMing someone and hoping that they respond to your DMs, you can simply request them, get their phone number, and immediately text and plan shoots. So it's going to be super awesome. We're really excited about it. It looks really clean. It works really well. So look out for that. It's going to be released in the next couple weeks. Yeah. Probably closer to August 15th.
This is all a trick.
Yeah. So
You're probably going to get it August 1st now.
So Frankie was talking about the events tab. As you were saying, you can throw events. So in September, we're going to release an events tab. So you can host a meetup. You can host an art gallery show. You can host a shoot if you need 4 models. And you can basically invite people within a 50-mile radius. So if you live in Portland and you want to invite models from the suburbs around Portland, Oregon, you can invite all of those people and they can come to your event. So it's a way to facilitate community in real life, which is something that we're really big on.
Yes.
Any other cool questions, Emma?
The Real Prince 10 just asked, who has inspired you in your life and why?
Frankie, do you want to answer this first?
Ooh, who's inspired me in my life? Honestly,
shameless request for a
who's
shout out.
inspired me? As far as like photography goes, and what I do now, probably like Zachary Leung. I hate to say it, was probably a big inspiration.
Zach, if you're watching, put the seaweed down.
Zach's on the plane.
Put the chips down.
Undo your man, bud. But yeah, Zach was like a huge inspiration in the beginning. He kind of brought me into like photography and taught me a lot. Also like, I don't know, Sam Danechek, shout to you.
Sam, you watching? If you are, comment with a picture of...
Not of me.
I don't know.
Okay.
Something that's not too weird.
Yeah, I don't know. What about you, James?
My dad is a huge inspiration to me, super driven dude, and has helped me along the way starting this company and believing in myself. And my first boss taught me how to be an effective leader, human being. Yeah, it's not a very exciting answer. Yeah, sorry. The next answer will be better. What is the next question, Emma?
Will there be any meetups in San Francisco anytime soon?
Yes, we live here in Sausalito, right outside of San Francisco. So hopefully within the next month we will have another
Sausa
meetup.
lit, yo.
I think Frankie, you should probably host a meetup. What do you think?
Yeah, we'll probably do something in the next month.
What's your favorite place to shoot in San Francisco? What do you say?
Probably Mount Tam, or I really like that whole area around Chestnut, where like the Brandy Melville is in Chestnut.
Yeah, shout out to Brandy Melville.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe on Mount Tam in a few weeks. Send Frankie a message on the hub and tell him where you want him to host the meetup, and we'll do it.
Actually do that. That'd be really helpful. Yeah, that'd be cool.
And then other people are asking about meetup in NYC, Portland, and LA.
Dope. Those are some of our biggest cities. New York has 323 people on the hub. LA has 790. How many? 790? So, yes, that would be great. We'd love to have a huge meetup. Actually, send me a message on the hub. I had this idea recently to try to set the Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest meetup ever. I think the record is like 500 right now, and I'm pretty sure we could destroy that. So, if you're interested in coming to a meetup like that, we're trying to decide whether we should do it in LA or New York. Definitely send me your vote because we want to know that we can break 500 people.
We should recruit Christian to help us.
Christian Pena?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Christian Pena, who's this really talented photographer from Houston, Texas.
Shout out to Christian.
Shout out to Christian. Christian Pena Photos is his handle. He just hosted a meetup in Houston and got 180 people to show up, which is crazy. So we flew him out to Mexico, and he came on our recent trip to Playa Viva.
Yeah.
Which is pretty dope. What else we got?
People want to know when the hats are shipping.
Oh, Chad, you haven't shipped them yet? They're right here. Guys, so we've given away how many hats, Emma?
Like almost 700.
700 hats. We've given away 700 hats, which is crazy. I don't even know how Emma can carry 700 hats. And they are going to ship on Friday. Believe it or not, shipping 700 different things to 700 different people requires a lot of work. Poor Emma here has been organizing all of the spreadsheets and making sure all the addresses are right. We finally have them right, and we are shipping them on Friday. You will have them next week.
Boom.
If you'd like a hat, message me on the hub right now at James Griffin Cole. Explain why you would like a hat. Convince me. Perhaps pink is your color. Perhaps you would like to host a meetup. Perhaps you think I'm more handsome than Frankie.
Perhaps you're going bald.
Perhaps you're going bald and need
Perhaps you're already bald.
Did you see the reflection of the H?
It's really cool.
Well
Yeah.
placed.
Yes. So message me on the hub. Let me know what your address is and why you would like a hat. If it's a decent reason, poor Emma here will send you hats.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shout
I
out to
will.
Chris Chow and Dylan Borton.
Cool. Chris Chow and Dylan Borton, you guys apparently both got the answer right as to what H stands for. So you will be getting hats as well. What else, Frankie? Do you have any questions for me?
How do you go to events?
How do you go to events? So as Frankie explained, we're going to release an events tab on the hub in September. When it comes out, check it out or host an event yourself. It works a lot like Facebook events where you can host an event. What's an example of an event you could host?
You could do a meetup. You could do like a gallery event where like you print out people's photos and have everybody come and see them. You could do anything. You could do a barbecue. You could do a pool party. You could
do a sunset shoot and have everyone dress a certain way or do a certain look, do a huge group shoot. There are all kinds of different events you can do, and we're trying to encourage the community to host events all over the country. Our goal is that on any given Saturday, there are 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 events happening all over the country. So whether you live in Portland or Seattle or San Francisco or Albuquerque, you have a place to go and a community to spend time with and feel inspired by.
Yeah. Dope. I should honestly just do this.
We can answer the questions too, can't we? That makes sense.
I want to
Okay.
set up a
Yeah, but it's
meetup
nice whenever.
in New Zealand.
How would I set up a meetup in New Zealand? So, as you know, Emma, can you show them all the hats? Guys, this is just a small sample of all the hats we have. We have literally over 1,000 hats. We can send you some. So if you can prove to us that you're having a meetup, you're inviting a bunch of your friends, we can ship you a box of 5, 10, 15 hats, and you can host a meetup. To New Zealand. If it's going to be a sweet meetup, I think we'd be willing to do that. So yeah, just we're pretty open-minded. Just send us a message, try to convince us of what you want to do, how you want to help.
Yeah.
Guys, the mission of H is pretty simple. It's just that, like, Frankie and I didn't know each other a year, and now, I don't know, we're best friends, probably.
Now we live together. Best friends, like.
I was trying to make that a joke, but it ended up just seeming sort of sad.
Yeah, no.
No,
just kidding.
But yeah, the idea is, like, it brings creative people together. You know, two photographers can become friends, 2 models, a photographer and a model. Some of my best friends I've made in San Francisco I've met through this community. So the idea is that we want to try to empower you watching right now. You're sitting in your bed or on your couch or at work, and this next weekend you could reach out to 10 creative people in your area and set up a meetup, set up a shoot, spend time with them. I guarantee you they're sitting on their bed or their couch wishing that someone would reach out to them so they had something fun and creative to do this weekend. And that's what we're like trying to build is a community of people that are open to collaborating, spending time together, learning and growing from each other.
Nice.
Emma's laughing.
Yeah, someone said they're eating a burger.
Yeah, see?
Is there an age limit?
Is there an age limit? You know what? We spent a lot of time thinking about this, and right now the answer is no. So anyone, any age, anywhere can join the hub.
Yeah. Cool.
Talent is all we.
What do
Talent,
we need
passion.
How do we get a hat?
We've already explained this many times. Thank you for joining us this late in the broadcast. If you send a message to myself, James Griffin Cole, or Frankie Hildebrand on the hub, what?
Well, it's easier if you do it, and then I can look at it through your account. Yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
But I just said both,
Yeah.
so Frankie will have to afford it. So message one of us, probably just message me. Explain what your address is and why you would like a hat if it's a decent reason. What are some good reasons?
Sorry, I was reading comments. What did you say?
That's awkward. Good reasons include you want to host a meetup and you need hats to give away to your friends. You really love the color pink. You're going bald. These are all reasons that you might want an H hat, and if you have a good reason, let me know, and we will send you a hat.
Yeah. Boom.
Anything exciting?
How do I get more involved with the hub? I'm approved, but feel like there's not many near Boston.
So, Lady Laurel,
Help us, Bill.
help us. Yeah, I mean, listen, like we like Emma, just do a little video around the room. Video around the room. Okay, so and then yourself.
Yeah.
You got
How
it.
do that?
You can just flip it. Okay, that's Emma. Okay, so this is it, guys. Like we seem like this massive company maybe to you, but it's just us, a bunch of young people sitting in a room that want the same things you do, which is community and to spend time together. So you have as much power as we have, is what I'm trying to say. So we can send you some hats, we can help you build flyers, but really it's up to you to facilitate your community, find other people, get them on the hub. We're doing everything in our power, but your help would go a long way. So, right. There's also a program called Core H, which is our ambassador program. You get paid $10 for every person that you help get onto the hub. $10 for every person you help get onto the hub, without exception. So if you help get 100 people onto the hub, you get $1,000 sent your way. Who sends it to you?
Right.
Chad
Right.
sends
I'm
it
the
to you.
payment processor for the time being.
So apply to Core H. Zach, who is not in the room right now, or Chad or myself will accept you if you qualify. And then you can help recruit people onto the hub and help us grow.
True.
What else we got?
Emma, someone said you're pretty.
Ooh, she has a boyfriend.
Wait,
She has a boyfriend.
Thanks.
Enrique said you're more handsome than Frankie, so you deserve
Wow.
Oh.
2 hats.
Enrique. I I can.
He also said something about
I don't know why we're
H
rewarding him for
family
the
in
truth.
Central Valley and getting more creatives engaged, yada yada yada.
But
I knew you would appreciate the fact that you're more hands. He's trying to get more points by taking the sweater off. What a hand.
Wait, somebody said D-Jax said that I never got back to him. Message me again and I will get back to you. Sorry.
We got a lot of
Frankie.
messages, guys. We try to go through all of them. Emma, how many messages would you say you've replied to this week?
A lot.
Probably
If
like
you had to guess.
over
1,000.
Yeah.
1,000
A
messages.
couple hundred at least, yeah.
Yeah. The reason Emma's filming and not on camera is because her fingers are bleeding. We don't want to show her.
Yeah, they're like labor laws or
True
something.
story.
Ooh, Emma is fire emoji.
Woo!
Man.
Emma.
Oh, and that dude's kind of handsome looking.
You're talking about yourself?
No, I'm talking about the dude that.
Yo, no one likes the beard though?
People want to learn more about
Come
what meetups include and what happens at meetups. So maybe
All right,
let's
Frank,
get
you
a
want to
little
answer
bit about
that?
Okay, so what
What
so
a meetup
somebody
include?
said, what does a meetup include?
Describe a meetup. What's the goal of a meetup?
I mean, the goal of a meetup is to get people to meet up, to create together.
This is why we pay him the big bucks, guys.
Yeah. Get everybody to meet up, get everybody to create together, and you get to meet and network with people, which is like probably the most important part. That's why I like them. So I mean, like, what does it include? Basically, just inviting people out to one, and then from there, having like a location and having people come.
Meetups, guys, are like the most simple but like beautiful and purest form of what this community can be. Like, I still remember going to my first one. There were like 90 people there, all with their cameras and big smiling faces and just eager to meet other people like themselves. So I think something happens. You're watching this right now on your little screen, sitting there eating your hamburger, and you feel like your experience of this community is through a screen and that you are alone. That in fact you are not. Look at the top. There are 76 other people just like you sitting in their houses eating their hamburgers. And the idea is just to get you guys off your couch and together, right? Out there creating, feeding off each other's energy. Another cool thing I want to show you over here is...
By the H hologram.
So, one of my friends is a really talented data scientist, which means he studies data and comes up with predictions from that data. And we have a graph that is broken right now on the hub, but we're trying to fix it, of your recent follower growth and then your projected follower growth. How much more you are going to grow in the future based on how much you've grown recently. And we did a big study of everyone on the hub, and what we learned, which won't surprise you, but we have the numbers to back it up, is the more you shoot, the faster you grow. And it's actually a lot faster. If you double the people you shoot with, you will grow nearly twice as fast. So you go to a meetup, you shoot with 20 people, your growth will go from 140 a week to 220 a week. And that might not seem significant, but if you just shoot more, if you become part of this community and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot and meet more and more and more people, instead of growing 10,000 this year, you'll grow 17,000 this year. That extra 7K goes a long way over time, so...
Someone's like 0 times 2 is still 0.
Too real.
Okay, wait.
What else?
Tessa asked.
Tessa.
Did you guys take up photography as your major or nah?
I did. I majored in photography, and ironically, I'm like the least photography of all the photographers. Frankie shoots much more than I do.
Yeah. I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't think. I'm not
So
even
lovely
going to
thing
class
about-
in fall, so. No, I studied business, but I haven't finished college yet. I have like another year and a half.
I think the cool thing I've learned from this community is like, and I mean this in a positive way, anyone can be a photographer, anyone can be a model. It's a skill that you can learn. And some people are born with a better eye or a little bit more of a head start, but just through shooting and getting those repetitions in, you can get a lot better pretty quickly. A lot of the photographers we know, no disrespect intended, they have 80,000 followers in my humble opinion, having studied it in college, they're not necessarily that great or that much more talented than anyone else. They just worked at it. They hustled, shot with a lot of people, and so they grew.
True.
It's pretty deep, right?
I'm deeply offended.
Okay.
Just kidding. What are the Core H requirements?
So
Hey, Chris.
our goal with Core H is to build an extremely passionate group of people that buy into our message, that anyone can be a creator, that community is key. So truly, that's the biggest indicator. We have an application. If your answers to the questions are like, I want to come on trips, I want to make money, H is dope, that goes a lot less distance than if we really feel that you believe it and that you live by our message. Having a large following and having the ability to host events or ideas for kinds of events to host will also go a long way.
Where is H going in the next years?
So we are releasing an app, as we talked about. We are adding new additions to the hub. So we're adding an events tab, as Frankie talked about. We're adding a locations tab, which will have a list of every major location to shoot in every major city. All the best locations to shoot in every major city. An idea I have is to build physical hubs. So having basically like a safe house in every major city. So in Portland and Seattle and San Francisco and New York, we would have a huge apartment where you can stay the night, where you can meet other photographers, where you can do shoots, you can borrow equipment. So these are all things we're thinking about. In the next 6 months, we are going to start adding brands to the hub. So giving our most active participants on the hub the opportunity to work with some of our clients. Also, as Chad correctly wrote on this pad of paper, you're right, Chad. Yes.
I don't know. Whatever.
So the goal is this time next year to be the platform for creators. So the example I always give is, Chad and I used to work at a big ad agency in New York City. If you want to look for a new job and you're 26 years old or 30 years old, you go onto LinkedIn. It's the thing that everyone uses to find a new job. We want the hub to be the place that every creative person goes to meet other creative people. It's the go-to spot. That's the goal.
My engagement is decreasing. What are your suggestions on increasing them again?
Suggestions?
It's rough. It's real rough out there.
In these engagement streets.
Yeah.
What would you do if you had shitty engagement?
Shoot with people. Shoot with more people. That's probably it.
I would say also engage with your audience. So if you get 8 comments and you aren't responding to every single one, you're missing. I think if you can find a way to engage the people that are really enjoying your photos. Who are the 200 people or the 100 people or the 50 people that are liking your photos every time? Find out what they like about it. Figure out how to reach out to them and make loyal fans out of them. Like Sam Damashek, who's hosting our live feed tomorrow, he's one of the best people I know at building relationships with his fan base, showing appreciation for them, showing loyalty to them. And I think that just pays off over time. These people feel loved by you, and so they give you love back.
Yeah. Solid. Alright. Wait. Should we address that?
When will you guys feature creative people? I see blonde skinny girls with a visco filter and fairy lights. Very eloquently put. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Frankie, would you like to answer that question? I think you have a good answer.
Alright, it's tough. This is like something that we've got so much heat for. And it's like,
What are we releasing tomorrow?
what do you mean? What does that have to do with this?
Creatives on the Rise. It seems like a good time to feature people that are
True. Yeah, okay. So tomorrow we're starting, we started a hashtag a while ago, like a year ago, called Creatives on the Rise. And what it is, and what we're launching again tomorrow, is basically people who have less than 10,000 followers, use the hashtag and tag H in your caption, and we'll go through and award people that essentially win $250 towards any lens that they want. So we'll have winners each week, and we'll be doing it for the next few months,
At least, yeah. I mean, the goal is every single week to pick an up-and-coming talented creator. You don't have to have a lot of followers. In fact, you can't. You have to have less than 10,000 followers. We're going to pick people that we feel have real, true, honest talent and reward them by giving them $250 towards a lens. Every single Friday, Frankie's going to reward someone.
Yeah. Hang on, there's a lot.
Doesn't answer.
I'm from India.
I'm from India and want to work towards causes and help awaken the consciousness of our beloved fellow Earthlings. Would appreciate if you connect us to various brands that have the same ideology and philosophy. So we work with an agency called Guru. Whoever wrote that comment, you should look them up. Guru, Guru. They're an agency out of San Francisco. They only take on clients that are trying to do good for the earth, whether it's for the environment, social impact, economic impact. They want to just help people. And so to your point, in 6 months when we start adding brands, we are going to add brands that, mostly brands that align to that ideology.
Favorite lens to use? What's your favorite lens to use?
Okay, I actually have an opinion on this, as I seem to do everything. My favorite lenses are fixed lenses. That is, they do not zoom in and out. I'm a huge believer that you need to learn how to move with your feet and create an image using a fixed lens before you should even consider graduating to a lens that can go in and out. That and the quality on fixed lenses is just higher. They're cheaper than zoom lenses. So a lot of people buy into the logic, maybe you're one of them, that being able to zoom in from 24 to 70 or 24 to 100 or whatever the case may be is great because then you have versatility. Buy a 50 millimeter lens or 24 millimeter lens and move your feet, zoom with your feet, build the shot using your eye and your physicality.
Cool. I like it. Mine's way shorter. I just shoot with a 28 millimeter, and it's nice because it's small, and that's about it.
Yeah. I also think like trying to get a lens that's affordable but also wide. Like I shoot with a 24 1.4 or 50 1.4. Frankie shoots with a 28 1.8.
Mm-hmm.
And that just means you can shoot in low light. It means that you can get that really nice shallow depth of field. And these lenses, 28 1.8, a 50 1.4, they only cost $250. You can get them even cheaper if you get them used, so they're not cost prohibitive.
Okay, wait, so we actually, I'm like thinking about it, we totally didn't answer that girl's question. She said, please answer if you'll feature people with small followings. Would be encouraging for people like me who don't have large followings, but yet have talent. That's a really good point. It's really hard sometimes to find those people because like their photos aren't anywhere to see. So you literally have to find their accounts to feature them. And so when we do find them, we do post them.
But that's the whole point. That's the whole point of Creatives on the Rise. Use the hashtag Creatives on the Rise.
So yeah,
it is only for small people. That is the whole point. If someone has 100,000 followers, I don't care how great their photos are. This campaign, every Friday, we're going to be reposting the photo of someone who has less than 10K.
Yeah. So Grace, I better see one of your photos on there.
Yeah. So we get a lot of talk, a lot of complaints. But use the hashtag. Frankie's going to be checking it, and we're going to be posting. I think we'll probably post the runners up in the story. So it'll be a good way for our smaller photographers and models to get some attention.
Yeah. If that didn't answer your question, tell me.
We're also looking for variety. Like it doesn't.
Yeah.
Has to post the same thing with the.
Do you ever shoot 35 millimeter film?
Yeah.
James actually shot some super cool film in Mexico.
I actually exclusively am shooting with film right now. This whole camera, by the way, is freaking awesome. Costs $150, and you could get it used for even less. This is my mom's camera. What I love about it.
Shout out to Mrs. Cole.
My mama.
Hey.
I wonder if she's watching right now. Film slows you down. What do I mean by that? I mean everything is manual. You have to change the aperture on this ring right here. You have to change the shutter speed right here. You have to advance the film. Each frame costs about almost $1 once you factor in the cost of the film and getting it developed and scanned. So it's expensive. It takes a while to focus and frame your shot. It slows you down and forces you to think instead of just shoot. Another thing is like it doesn't necessarily always shoot great into direct light, so the whole shooting at sunset directly into the sun at 2.0, which is what 94% of you do, doesn't fly. So it forces you to think differently about how to capture light, which is what photography is.
Wait, and also Creatives on the Rise will start tomorrow. We'll be posting about it, so start posting after tomorrow because there's a lot of you commenting about it on here.
Yeah, so a big thing, and we'll post the instructions for Creatives on the Rise. You don't tag an old photo. I don't want to see old photos. This is new photos. The whole point is that you're out there, you're shooting, you're trying to get better, and we want to recognize you. If you try to spam us and get a million photos in there, you're not going to get chosen.
Cool.
What else we got?
How will you be able to track How will you be able to track hub members' activity to work with brands?
So, interesting question. We have amazing analytics. They're actually getting even better. I have a dashboard right here, and I can see how many people are using the hub at any given time. I can see where they're located. I can see our usership over the past couple weeks. I can see how each person uses the hub, so I see you. I see you when you use the hub.
Hashtag data.
It's really cool because the whole point, guys, and
Nightmare.
part of this whole segment is for us to be honest with you so you can learn. So we're, as I said, a group of young people trying to start a company. We need to raise money from investors in a couple months. So our usership, the amount of people we have using the hub, will determine if they invest or if they don't. And so we're trying as best we can to get as many people to use the hub as quickly as possible. So when I go sit down with an investor in San Francisco and say, we're building this thing, we have this vision, they say, we'll give you $100,000, or they say, no, we won't.
And why is that money important?
That money is really important because, and again, we want to be really honest with you guys. I think it's interesting for you. We want to build out the hub. We have 14 weeks of things planned for our engineers to build, like the events tab, the locations tab, the core H program. These are all things we're building. We just got a quote back from our engineers for $375,000. So Frankie here has a choice. He can either buy a house or invest in the hub and sleep outside. And next week you will see Frankie hopefully outside in a...
I kind of sleep outside right
You
now.
kind of do, actually. That's true.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting off topic. The point is the money is really important because we need to keep building the hub to make it better. We want to host better events for the community. We want to service you and make sure that your life is easier and better. Truly, that is our goal. So...
We gotta catch up on something.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to shut up now.
Alright. Christian's on here. What up, Christian?
Christian!
We were bragging about you.
Christian, we gave you a straight up, like,
Shout
30-second shout out.
Yeah.
Whatever activity you get on your page in the past hour, you can write us personal emails. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
With flourishes.
Okay, wait. Somebody said there was an important one that I saw. Wait, do you remove inactive hub members? We're going to at some point.
Funny, you should say that.
Some point soon.
It's a good question. We don't ever want to be mean and remove people preemptively. Emma here. Emma, show us your beautiful face. Emma's the
What's up,
prettiest one in the
guys?
room.
I'm just steal some of Emma's life. Steal some of Emma's life.
So Emma is going to be sending out emails to our inactive members. Why? Because we have people all over the world who, for whatever reason, are on the hub but don't use it. That's totally fine. If an active user messages an inactive user and says, hey, I really want to shoot tomorrow, and they don't hear back, the active user is going to be sad and disappointed.
Yep.
So, at some point after Emma warns you and tells you that you have a few chances to become active, if you do not become active, we will take you off the hub. We want the hub to be an active community of people that are getting value out of it and meeting new people.
Yeah. I second that.
I'm going to start saying some weird shit and see if you...
just like say yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, so the hub, the hub says I'm on it, but I try logging in and it freezes.
Their username is probably not the hub. No, it's their username.
Oh, Hawk Pro.
I'm like, you're like, the hub says. I was like, what? It's getting meta.
Someone got the username.
Okay.
Wait, answer the question.
So the hub, I'm logging in and it freezes.
Email Ariana.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh yeah, Ariana. Where is Ariana?
Oh, she's not here.
Did she go on like that air balloon trip?
Yeah, we have a girl who works here named Ariana, and she is, I think, on a hot air balloon right now, of all places. So email Ariana or message me on the hub, either way, because Ariana's always in and out. James Griffin Cole, message me on the hub. Why are they messaging me? What's wrong?
Okay, so he said that it keeps freezing when he tries to log in. Basically,
He can't message her.
email Ariana at H Influencer Collective.
Arianna.
Yes.
With your like issue, and if you can't log in, just email her and we'll get it figured out. Boom.
Dope. Good answer.
Will there be a meetup in Laguna? There will be. We're gonna be there.
I'm gonna be there in a few days. The 15th. Are you gonna come?
Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Can I come?
Christian just emailed me, texted you. What did he say?
He didn't. Make sure you post a live video after. Oh, Christian.
Christian.
Christian's giving us.
Okay, what else we got? We probably only have a few minutes before
Okay.
they kick us off live.
Will you guys be announcing more trips soon, as well as possible chances to be invited to a trip like Mexico?
So Zach Leung, who works with us and lives in New York but was just here yesterday, is planning a whole bunch of awesome events. What kind of events do you think he'll be hosting, if you had to guess?
What kind of...
It is beautiful. It's a private island. Playa Viva has been really good to us. It's a private resort in Mexico. If you have a place you'd like to go, let us know. Yes, Emma?
Can I get Emma's number?
Whoa,
Is that why you were stopping me? Do you want
No,
me to
no. The sound isn't working. That was also my boyfriend. So.
No audio.
No, she's ours now.
Weird.
Well, I tried to plug the phone in. Yeah, I think it's working.
Okay. Are we back?
Can you hear us?
Someone comment if you can hear us.
Cause your phone was gonna die. Yeah, it's fixed.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Great, we're back.
Yeah, they missed all that. Hey, what's up, Jeff? Cool.
What's your boyfriend's name?
Brewster.
Wait,
Brewster.
Grace is asking the fire question.
Ooh, letter Grace.
Is follower count important to y'all when deciding on someone's core application?
Guys, there's a balance. Passion and follower count. And this is how we decide who gets into Core H, right here. If you have tons of passion and you don't have a big follower count, that's okay. If you have a massive follower count and a little less passion, that's probably okay too. And if you're in the middle, that's okay too. What we don't want are tiny accounts with no passion. That's basically it.
It's a good answer. So what about people who get rejected? So when people apply and they get rejected, what are we taking into consideration? Why are they getting rejected, and what should they do?
I think it's just what I said. It's like it's passion and it's follower count. So follower count's harder to build. If you have 2,000 followers, it's going to be a long time before you have a lot of followers. You can come up with passion pretty quickly. Think about how you can help us. Think about how you can help spread this message. And if you can do so quickly, then we will consider you again. You can apply once a week to Core H.
Okay, two good questions. How do you define who's passionate?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so on the Core H application, there are questions. There are 4 of them. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head, but they're questions that will prod and see what ideas you have and how passionate you are. I think just coming up with unique ideas, convincing us that you're not just in it for the money or for the hat, that you actually want to help, that you actually want to help build a community in Minnesota, in Albuquerque, in Boston. We're looking for people like Christian, are you still watching, who take matters into his or her own hands. Christian, as I said, Christian has 14,000 followers, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that many. And he got 180 people to come out in Houston, Texas to a meetup. That's more than I've ever had at any meetup I've hosted. That's incredible. So any single one of you possess in you the passion, the charisma, the creativity to bring people together and to spark their creativity. And that's what we want to see in applicants.
Boom.
Well said.
Basically, people miss.
My name is Chad, and I approve that message.
Everybody missed your rant about trips. So maybe you just like
Trips. Zach Leung, who works at H, he lives in New York. Zach at H Influencer Collective. Em, you're straight up just filming the side of Frankie's face right now.
No, I'm not.
That's good.
Zach Leung works at H Influencer Collective. He's an incredible photographer. He lives in New York. Why am I telling you about Zach? Because Zach is in charge of all of our trips and all of our events. So over the next couple months, Zach's going to be hosting
what?
helicopter rides.
Oh, events.
Air balloon rides, dinner parties, gallery shows. I'm Frankie's voice.
All of those things. And also, we're going to be brainstorming some awesome trips to Playa Viva in Mexico, to... What does that say?
Send us ideas.
That says sex. That says sex.
This says send, people. This says send.
Sure.
Send us ideas of what you want to do. We have a budget allotted. We have some money before we run out of runway and need to get more from investors, and we'd like to spend a lot of that on events for you. So the ideas we've come up with are hot air balloon rides, helicopter rides, private dinner parties, gallery shows, fun trips to cool places. If there's an event that you think would be particularly interesting, pitch it to us, and we'd love to come to your city.
Boom. All caps.
All caps.
Wait.
That was great, Frankie.
All caps.
Saw, dude.
There we go. Oh, is there age requirement?
No, there's not an age requirement. Anyone is welcome. Just having talent and passion is the only thing that we care about.
How did the hub get started, and how is it possible to move up the ladder and participate in trips? I want to become more involved and be a part of the page.
I want to draw the triangle of H.
Oh no.
Okay.
The triangle of H.
Guys, this is how we see H. Are you paying attention? This is a lesson.
Uh-oh.
H is a triangle, okay? When you apply to H, you stand outside the triangle trying to get in. And Zach, who works at H, is the guy who usually checks applications and decides whether you have the talent and the passion to join our community. Once you're in, you're welcomed into the community. And you're in the bottom of the community because you're new to the community. If you want to work your way up, why would you want to work your way up? Because at the top of the mountain are our events. People like Christian that get to come to Playa Viva with us in Mexico, go on helicopter rides, dinner parties, gallery shows. Those are the people that are at the top of the mountain. Your question was, how do I get to the top of the mountain? Well, there's a barrier in between. Can you pass me that black marker, please? Hands like a clock.
Fumble!
Okay. So there's a barrier right here. What is it called, Frankie?
4-H.
My God, this guy.
I'm responding.
The barrier is called Core H. What that means is you have to apply to be in Core H, which is our ambassador program. It's our most passionate members who want to spread the word and help us build community where they live. You, in Core H, are expected to host events and refer your friends. That's it. And we're not just asking, we are giving $10 for every person that you refer onto the hub. So you're going to add friends to the line that are waiting to get in the door. When they're accepted, you get $10. Refer 50 friends a month, that's $500 a month that you can be adding and buying lenses and cameras and going on trips with. Once you do a certain number of events and referrals, we will be launching in September a whole loyalty program to track how many you do of both. And when you do enough of both, Chad will tell you more about that later, you get to make it into this upper echelon where Christian, you should DM him and ask him about it. He hosted an awesome event for us. He referred some of his friends. And Christian, what happened? You came to Playa Viva with 24 of our most talented creators, and we all hung out together and had an awesome time, shot in the rain with the sun setting and drank some beers, and it was great. So that's the whole model, guys. It's not science. It's really easy. And we based this model on... Frankie, what I mean by that...
Frankie's managing the live stream.
What I mean by that... Frankie, God. What I mean by that is, we based this on Frankie. What I mean by that is, back here, Emma, Frankie started, when I met Frankie, he had 2,000 followers, like many of you, and he worked at a coffee shop. No bullshit. A year ago today, Frankie was serving iced vanilla lattes with a little cinnamon on top. That's what he did all day, every day. And Frankie came to our events, and he shot with other photographers and models in our community. He helped host events, he helped bring friends, and now Frankie works here, and he comes on trips with us and does awesome shit. So that's the formula, that's how you get from here to here, and we're gonna make it really easy for you.
Alright, is that phone gonna die?
I think so.
Should we end it?
No, there's a plug right behind you.
What is the percentage?
Yeah,
She
they
loses
muted it.
audio when she plugs it in.
Yeah.
What is the percentage left?
Well, I can't see, but it was 20 like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's fine. We're probably at 10.
Yeah, we're good.
Frankie, you've been reading all the questions.
No, I've
You've
been
internalized them?
He has.
Okay,
He has.
cool. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, someone wants to know if there's gonna be a meetup in Vancouver. They've asked like 5 times.
I
Serene
will not be
Brew.
hosting one. Frankie will not be hosting one. It's a little too far. But we would love for you to host one. As we've been saying, it's about trying to get leaders in each individual community. There are only 5 of us, so we can't go to Boston and Vancouver, but you are already there. What we can do is send you hats. If you need a little extra budget, we will consider that. We can help you become a leader in your community, just as Christian has become a leader in his community.
Nice. Do you know about Fry Festival?
Yeah,
Yeah, Fry
we
Festival.
hosted it, right?
Fry Festival?
Yeah, I'm just joking.
Oh, I was like, who would host?
James and his jokes.
Yeah, Fry
Yeah, we have heard of Fry Festival. I think we are the anti-Fry Festival. That's our motto.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I think it's Fire, isn't it?
What?
Fire Festival? Isn't that
Oh,
how
it
you say
is. It is.
Yeah.
It is. Fry. If you have 300 followers or less, can you ever be accepted, or is that too low?
You can be accepted. We have tons of people that have less than 500 followers. Again, passion and talent. I think if you have 300 followers, you have to have like some good potential that we see.
You guys should come to Austin. It's lit.
I love Austin. La Barbecue, choice.
The barbecue. Does staying in core H have a referral? I actually don't know what that means.
Referral
Does staying in the
requirement.
core have a referral requirement?
Like, do you need to refer a certain
Oh,
amount of
let's
people
see.
to stay in Core H?
We are talking about that. I think yes is the answer. You need to refer at least a few people a month. Again, the goal is to have the most passionate people in Core H. So if you're not passionate and you're not spreading the word, then we only want people that are spreading the word.
Shout out to Crystal Lunsford.
Crystal Lunsford.
Should I message you to organize a UK meet?
Yes, please do. Message me on the hub with your ideas, what you would need to get started. We have an amazing designer named Brielle. If you're watching, what's up, Brielle? Brielle can help you design a cool flyer that you can use and post and so forth. So yeah.
Sweet. All right.
Cool. Should we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Cool, guys. We are going to host these every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll answer any questions you have. We'll have some surprises, some cool giveaways. We have cool shirts that are being made right now that have embroidered logos on them. Send us some ideas if you have some cool shit you want us to talk about, questions you want us to answer. If you want to see more of Emma, it's all deadly.
Yeah.
Or this
And then
beer.
catch Sam Dameshek on our live feed tomorrow night.
Right. So every Tuesday and Thursday, we're going to have some of the biggest creators in our community telling you their story of how they grew. So tomorrow is Sam. On Thursday is Charlie Jordan, I think. And next Tuesday is Brendan Wolfel. So,
Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Let's see more of Emma next time.
okay.
That guy's
Damn.
Oh, another one. Let me see Emma.
Love them some Emma.
Emma's
Come
All
back
right, y'all.
Wednesday.
All right, guys.
Bye.